How's it going, guys? So let's have a quick discussion. I'm asking you guys, what are the odds that you guys think that Zuffa, the parent owner of the UFC, that they are going to start a kickboxing promotion and going to boxing as a whole? Okay, let's think about that. To me, I believe the odds of Zuffa or Dana White and company, Dana White and Co, starting a kickboxing promotion as well. It's I might give it like maybe 20%. But however, when it comes to boxing, I will give Dana and company and Zuffa a good, I would have to say a good 70%. And this is why. The main reason why is that during the promotion, during the lead up for the Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, Dana White was walking around and he was wearing the Zuffa Boxing. And as we all know, the UFC and Zuffa, they need to find a new way to generate more money to pay off the debt that WME IMG accrued from the World Bank, the entity that they borrowed the money from. Okay, and at the end of the day, at the end of it all, guys, what is Zuffa? Okay, what is it? This is what they are. They are essentially a promotional company, They promote competitive sport, combat sport. One, UFC, which is the number one promotion when it comes to mixed martial arts. And there's no reason why they won't go into kickboxing, which is a form of competitive combat sport as well. And the other form is, of course, it's boxing. As we all know, if you guys have been following the MMA world for a while, there has been a lot of UFC fighter that would like to try their hand on boxing as well. Okay, and there is a demand in the market, and the UFC as a whole, they do have talents that would like to cross over and compete in boxing. And the other thing with boxing is that if Zuffa choose to pursue like, let's say they have Zuffa Boxing as a whole, that's, you know what, I don't know what they are going to rebrand the boxing league or the boxing promotion, like Zuffa Ultimate Fighter, which is mixed martial arts. They could have Zuffa blank boxing, right? The reason why I brought this up is that if they do go into to boxing, if they do go into promoting boxing, they are not tied to the Reebok sponsorship. They are not tied to the Reebok deal. And at the end of 2018, the contract with Fox is due. So as going to 2019, if, okay guys, this is big if they start promoting boxing in the next few months, they would have additional content which add additional value to the brand of Zuffa, and they use this as a leverage to whichever network that they choose to pursue, or the network that choose to pursue them. Example would be back to Fox if they want, or go to ESPN, or go is Turner Network still open? Well, you know what, guys, I don't know too many major network beside ESPN and Fox and the Warner Brothers, which they own like everything, even like Disney. But however, the point where I'm going with this is that this is additional content that they could offer, right? Or even Dana White, he even stated that, according to this article right here, he was on the unnamed podvideocast with Jason Gay. Dana White said, going on to 2019, there is a possibility that the UFC, that they could use some type of a digital platform instead of a cable platform. And the difference between the digital and cable is that cable, well, it's cable. It's through TVs. It's through a satellite. It's through. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I don't. This is the only thing that I know about digital and cable platform. Cable is essentially TV. Digital is computers, laptop, iPhone, iPad. Those types of products, they are considered as a digital platform. And then I said that going. Sorry, guys, I'm just watching a bit of the highlights from the earliest game. So let's get back to this. And Dana White, when he was on this podcast, he even stated that if the price is right, the UFC or Zuffa could be a digital product. Just think about that. And a lot of us, me as well, we believe that boxing, you know what? I believe that it might be a poor investment. It's just the fact that I believe that boxing is essentially dead or nearly dead after the last money fight, which is Conor McGregor versus a now retired and unretired. Then he came back and fight, which is the money fight, which is the Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. And after that, what are the big fights? What are the big fights in boxing? And what are the big fighters that hasn't been contracted to either promotion or has been contracted to fight for whatever the case the contract may be, right? And after, of course, the Triple G versus Canelo Gong Show. Okay, guys, I thought Triple G won that, but goddamn, man, what is going on? What is going on with boxing? And this is the area that Zuffa would like to enter, and to me, it makes sense. And this is why boxing, it's going down. It's at a slow point I believe in a very, very long time. And for entry level, for entry, yes. So yeah, so it'll be easier for Zuffa to enter the field with the UFC brand backing them up, and the market is less competitive, and for them to succeed, it would be less difficult if boxing was at a higher level, because at the end of the day, the consumer, us, the general public, the audience, we would like to see something new, something that we have not seen before. And Dana White and Zuffa, I believe that they could introduce that and rejuvenate the sport of boxing. But however, if they choose to do that, it will be something new, something different as a whole. And this is why, if you guys have seen some of the boxing lately, these fighters, these boxers, they were walking with like 10 belts. If Zuffa would go into boxing, they would treat it the same as UFC. Which that they would be walking around. They will not. I'm saying they will not be walking around like WBC belt, WBA belt, the ABC belt, all these other promotional belt. It would just be Zuffa Boxing Championship and the weight class. That's it. And those fighters that will be fighting for Zuffa Boxing, they are contract just to fight for Zuffa only. You will not see them jumping from one promotion to the next. For example, the fighter that's fighting into UFC, they cannot go to Risen, they cannot go to Bellator, they cannot go to ONE FC, they cannot go to any of that to compete. They must compete within the UFC brand and the UFC umbrella. So if this is a big if Zuffa choose to open up a boxing promotion, the fighter that's competing at MMA right now, they jump over to Zuffa Boxing. Just the fact, that's right, it's under the same umbrella, which is all owned by Zuffa. Okay. So after that's being said, you guys, the odds of this happening, in my opinion, it's extremely high. And me personally, you know what? I would like to see it, but the reality of the situation is that I believe that it's gonna be a very, very rough start, because first of all, they must sign new fighters. They must sign new fighters to the new promotion, and excuse me, and the MMA fighter that choose to compete in both MMA and boxing, Zuffa would let them jump back and forth, but I see MMA fighter doing poorly in boxing because, well, it's boxing. It's a whole different beast. It's a whole different sport. And when these guys choose to jump back and forth, reality will hit. But however, it is still a platform that Zuffa is offering, and it is another way for them to introduce the sport of boxing through their vision and through what they believe that could be done. And at the end of the day, it's about money, and you must ask yourself, could they make money off this? And the answer is yes, absolutely. They can make money off this. So why not? Why not? They got a big debt, and it's rent is due, and debt needs to be paid. Okay, guys. Thank you for listening. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. If you have not, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And yeah, you know what? Just tell me what you think. Join the conversation. I would love to hear from you. And one more thing before I go. Starting this Monday, which is October 29th, I am starting this new segment. It's called MMA Morning Chat. It is essentially every morning I will release around 25 minutes video on a recap of the previous 24 hours, and you guys can tune in and listen. And if you guys see my video from, let's say, from the previous day, tell me what you think, and I will answer your question the next day. Okay, guys, like I said, thank you very much for listening. I will talk to you soon. Take care.